Hi, I'm Paul Aldridge. Welcome to Australasian Bus and Coach TV. I'm in beautiful Melbourne, and behind me we have an exciting new bus to the market. It's a Challenger V12. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys what this bus is about. So let's go and take a look. What can be frustrating as an operator when you purchase a bus like this is you have to go and source your own bull bar, a stone guard. But with the Challenger V12, this is a standard feature that just comes with the bus. Here I am in the V12 Challenger storage area. They've gone for a simple pressed vinyl floor here, but it feels very robust. I can see that this will last for quite a long time. What's really nice here on the Challenger V12 is there's dual fillers. There's one on the passenger side, there's one on the driver's side. So pulling into a service station to get fuel, you don't really have to think about it. You can go to either side. And having 400 litres, well, that's another bonus. Here we are in the engine compartment. It's a Cummins ISL 8.9 litre. It has 1,550 Newton metres of torque, and it's a Euro 5. All your daily checks are very easy and simple to get to. It has space everywhere for a mechanic to be able to look and diagnose if a belt's come off or a hose is loose or whatever. You can actually see what's going on in here. Something that's quite unique and Challenger have thought, and I think it's a great idea, because if you're along touring and you need a specific part and the mechanic is not familiar with this bus, there's actually a plaque here that gives you all the model numbers of certain parts of the bus. So quick reference, they can make a phone call up about that part and get that part quickly to get it back on the road. What's a unique feature than standard on the V12 is the remote door opener. Why don't we take a look inside the bus? Here we are inside the Challenger bus. We're actually looking at the seats at the moment. They're a fancier seat, and there's 57 of them. They're actually Italian design, but they're fitted in China when the bus is built, so when it rolls into Australia, it's ready to just get registered and go on the road. You can have an option of any type of fabric that fancier carry, or an option of leather as well. Looking at the overhead storage in this bus, and I must say that they've done a really, really nice job here. The bracketing system in here is like a concave bracketing that's like a reverse bracketing, so you've virtually got storage all the way along without any interruption. And the alloy rails here, they just look really robust, and I think that they'll really stand the test of time. Here I am sitting in a passenger seat, and here you've got, your reading lights, aircon vents, just like you'd have in an aircraft. Plus you've got the recirculating air running through the bus all the time. So I don't think anyone's ever going to be hot or cold in this bus, that's for sure, travelling. I must say that passenger comfort with these seats and sitting in this bus is really nice. The glass is all nice and flat and straight. It's not curved. It actually feels like there's more space in here, and it's passenger friendly. It just feels passenger friendly. And the tinting in the glass, that's from the factory. It's actually impregnated into the glass. It's not a film that could be torn off or peel off or bubble, and it just feels really nice. So here I am in the driver's area. You feel like you're in a luxurious coach straight away. You've got these nice armrests that we really welcome. I really like those armrests when you're cruising along for long periods of time or even a short trip up the road. But it just looks quality instantly. You've got a great LCD screen here for 360 view cameras, and 360 view cameras, I'm telling you, they are wonderful. Like being able to just look down and see around the whole bus is just a real added bonus. But what I really like is the LCD screen in here and just the gauges. They're very simple. You can see straight through the steering wheel. It actually shows you lots of stuff that the bus is doing. It's actually got a load diagram and shows you where the balance of the load is in the bus. And I think that's a great feature to have, especially if you've got a lot of passengers or in there and you're coming up to a service centre to be weighed. You can sort of make sure you haven't got too much weight over one axle. So I think that could be a really added bonus to have. The V12 Challenger has a standard Mobileye feature on this bus. And if you're not familiar with Mobileye is a monitoring system on the front of the bus, and it monitors the behaviours of the driver, speed, it knows where other vehicles are, and if you're going to have a collision, it'll send you audible sound, it'll tell you your speed limit. It's just a good thing for an operator to have, and it's standard, and it'll teach the driver to drive a lot better because they will learn that the system is looking after them, and I think that's a great feature to have. This bus is set up with a telematics system. It's called a Funturo system. This system can actually be set up to the 360 cameras to monitor the outside of the camera. That can be sent back to base. They can actually monitor the bus at any time. It can see if the driver is speeding or has sped. If someone's made a phone call and said, hey, X bus was speeding, they can look straight on the system and go, no, he wasn't speeding, or he didn't cut somebody off. They can see where they are on the road at any given time. I think that's a great thing to have, but the system is endless. The possibilities and what it can actually do is limitless in some ways. As soon as I jump behind the wheel and put my foot down, this Cummins 8.9 litre ISL with 360 horsepower and 1550 Newton meters of torque, you just know this thing wants to drive. It's effortless, you know, I've just got my foot resting on there. I took off with the lights and it just wants to go. You can just feel that torque. And as a driver, I would love to have a bus that has more power than you need, because it just makes it so much more relaxing. You hit a hill and you just go, oh, that's up the hill. It's just effortless to drive. Sometimes people think maybe having a higher horsepower engine, you're going to be using a lot more fuel. That's not the case, because if you've got more power, you're not putting your foot into it all the time, and it's just effortless. It's a nice match. Okay, so we've just arrived back at Challenger's depot here. It's my first drive of the Challenger V12, and I must say that I've been very impressed. This bus is full of safety features, telematics, lane departure warning, the list just goes on and on and on, but they're all standard features. And that's a very good thing to have, you know, as a purchaser of a bus, to just know that all that standard features are in there and safety is just in there and you don't have to worry about it. You just pay a price and it's done. One thing that really shone on this bus was the turning circle. This thing can turn in roundabouts that you just normally wouldn't be able to throw other buses in there, or you wouldn't think that you'd be able to do it. It's a good town bus. It's great for that, but I can see it on the open road with that power source. It's well worth a look. If you want to find out more about this bus, please go and grab a copy of the ABC mag, and we'll see you guys on the next one.